everyone, we're back for our Let's Play of The Last Door Season 2. Last time we did Professor Wright's little scavenger hunt. Found his secret archives, and things were spooky. Understandably so. What else is here? Long series of folders with dates on them in complete disarray. Piles of papers of all kinds. Discarded notes, letters, and receipts all mixed up. What's this? Some shredded paper. It appears to have been notes at some point. Many folders, no distinctive tag. How's this? A set of framed silhouettes. Under each is an inscribed plaque. Mr. Strachan was a well-positioned man. He fell madly in love with the younger daughter of the Bartleys, and so he proposed to her. Ah, I see. Young Agnes fancied the idea of marrying an older man, but she always hid her feelings for her mother. Okay, he seems to be an older man with the beard, so that's probably right. Mrs. Bartley did never take her eyes off her daughter, and watched them at all times. Mr. Bartley tried to show his support for their daughter, but his wife never paid any attention to him. Well, this is the guy. Yeah, this one might work. Ooh! It did a thing! Yoink. The compartment's open in the wall. Another one of these. Might as well give it a spin, see what happens. And now I gotta go all the way back to check the thing. Or we could just check from the attic window, you know. Ah, that worked. Clergyman removes his mask. Which means there's two more. The one at the front gate we know of, and a fourth one we haven't seen yet. Let's tweak this just to make sure which one's which. Nope. Set that back. And when we find the last of these orbs, we'll know to poke around with it. But for right now, there's a spooky basement that needs addressing. Wait, that's not the basement. The basement's in the past the servants' quarters. Here we go. Hello again, miss. May I ask you something, Miss Oakwood? Mrs. Oakwood, did the professor ever work in the basement? In the basement? Mr. Wright said, no, you must excuse me, Dr. Wakefield. I'm very busy right now. Have a good day. Okay. Only slightly suspicious. Oh boy, it's dark. I feel a cold draft coming from the front. We should probably get lights. Or a lantern. Various ingredients. May I ask you something? May I ask you something? I'm sorry, Dr. Wakefield. Let's finish my wacky. Have a good day. Use the matches. Ah, that works. I don't like this one bit. Run out of matches. Fuck. Bugger even. This is British. What was that? Run, run, run. Please no. Ow! What in the blazes? I've fallen through a hole. Where am I? Flow of air is stronger here. Looks like a component of some sort of machine. Maybe I can find where to use it. Ah, a working lantern. Now I can get out of here safely. This part of the tunnel is blocked by a cave-in. The underground tunnel is not accessible from here. I should go back. Blocked by a cave-in. Thank goodness a ladder. This would have gotten mighty annoying. Appears to be part of some larger device, and this is a useful lantern. An oil lamp, similar to those used by mine workers. No, not that way. What do you know, the fourth thingy? Mechanism of some sort. Door? Open. This old French has been left here to rot. Well, we aren't rotting anytime soon, let me tell you. If we can't access the tunnel mentioned in Professor Wright's log, how can he find the missing parts of his research? I must talk to Kaufman about this. I was able to use the key to explore the basement. There's a large hole in the floor. One side of the hole may lead to some sort of tunnel, but it was completely covered in rocks and debris, so I could not tell for sure. Covered in debris. Sounds as if the professor succeeded in blocking the entrance to this underground area. It's unfortunate for us. I've made some progress of my own, my friend. I think this could help elucidate the next step in our research. Have a look. Today a meeting finally took place. You see, Mr. Wright, our organization is keenly interested in your research. We could reach an agreement to fund this project, but first we need to know the details. I understand. The main factor is the condition of the test subject, how open he is to suggestion. As you know, only the human mind can open a physical passage to the other side. So a complete, absolute darkness will be required for the experience to result. A secluded place, completely isolated. A place that can only bring thoughts of what may be hiding in the dark. I have the perfect location in mind. But in total darkness and seclusion, how could the results of the experiment be studied or confirmed? That is precisely where your organization can provide help. I have designed a special device that allows me to listen from a safe distance, but I lack the means to manufacture it myself. That we could arrange. But there's one last thing I would like to know. How would the experience be triggered? By means of a chemical compound of some kind? You mean a serum? Not at all. That would be of no elegance whatsoever. The trigger is the mind itself, the emotion known as terror. The primal fear that still survives in the depths of our mind from the times humans were mere beasts. That which allows us to open a physical passage beyond the veil of rational thought. Primal terror is the key that we will use to open the last door. Could this organization be the playwright? It may be, my friend. If so, we are closer to the truth than we thought. But in this room I have been able to find only some fragments of information, discarded material. It looks as if the main bulk of documents were moved from this room and hidden somewhere else. The basement tunnel. That seems the most reasonable conclusion. But access to that place is lost, is it not? The entrance was sealed. There may be another access that we do not know about. If we could find and use the device the professor mentions in his log, I believe we could shed some light on this matter. The entrance to the underground tunnel was sealed. What do we do now? If you could find the device. I will let you continue with your search, Kaufman. Be careful. I think we know where that device is. Right up here. And check the window, because see the progress on our mask thing. Yep. Central statue is standing with its arms open. Go back. Click. Click. Think it'll work now. A gilded pipe runs from the strange device through the floor below. Alright then. What? This sound. Do my ears deceive me? Is that a piano melody? I must see Kaufman at once. Not to state the obvious, but it sounds as if someone is still down there, playing the piano of all things. But how is that even remotely possible? I do not know, but this means something important to us. It means there is another entrance to the underground tunnel, and that we must find it. But we've run out of leads. You did not find anything of use in the archive, and Professor Wright continues to mutter incoherently about childhood memories. You must hypnotize the professor on my lieber Freund. We are running out of options. This might be the only way to find the answers we seek. Good to know. Look at this candle. Fix your eyes upon it. Your body is as light as a feather. Everything around you fades. You are entering a dark, endless void. This is gonna be good. Listen to my voice. Where are you? A great number of trees surround me. The sun is setting soon. I can go north and west. Can you go elsewhere? I stand among tall trees. They stare at me, silently. They have found me guilty. I do not wish to stay here. Wait. Wait for it. Stay for a bit longer. One of the trees has fallen down. Its corpse lies on the dry sand, and the others mourn it. Its branches point now toward the shore. A bank of dense fog is forming there, emanating from the cliff. Walk towards the fog. The fog thins now. I can see something in the difference. It is Jaila, the land of fog. It is not a bay as the ancients wrote, but an island. There lie the answers that could have prevented what happened. But could anyone have anticipated? Could anyone have known what my dearest visitor would result to be? And who would dare to cross the path now? Who would dare look the abyss of the spiral, knowing what would certainly come of it? I can tell you, only the foolish, the insane, or the suicidal. Go back. A great number of trees surround me. The sun is setting soon. I can go north and west. Go north. I stand beside a waterfall. It is not water that falls, but mud and rock from a great height fall into the bottomless abyss. Behind the waterfall to the east lies a tunnel. To the west I see the edge of the forest. Go west. Stand beside the shore. The water wets my toes, and all around me lie the wrecks of ships. To the north, something floats in the water. To the east, I can see the edge of the forest. To the north. A body floats in the water. I will not look upon its face. Go back. Go south. I am on the beach. There's a huge rock here. Many birds circle in the sky overhead. To the north I can see the shore. To the west there is a person. Go west. As I approach, the figure darts between the rocks as though it were frightened of me. Go back. On the beach there's a huge rock. To the north I see the shore. To the west there is a person. Go north. Waterfall. Go south. Great number of trees around me. Go west. On the beach there's a huge rock here. Go east. Okay, I see. Go north. Waterfall of rocks. Go east. I am in a dark tunnel. Oscar is here as well. He is upset. He yells at me, begs me to stop. The tunnel divides into many passages. I can go north, south, and west. Go south. The passage ends here. An empty cave. A big round hole in the wall. Behind it I can hear the sea. Go back. Go north. I am in a large open space with a piano. Something stands next to the piano. I cannot see clearly its face. Tunnel stretches into the dark. Walk down the tunnel. It's a very small room. In the center lies a deep pit. A ladder goes down. It's so dark. Down there it lies. It waits. I will not continue. I must go back. Go down the ladder. I cannot! I can hear it with me. Its breath. Dear God, I must flee. You must continue. Wait for me. It waits down there. I have gone down the ladder. I cannot see. It's pitch dark. I can feel its breath. It's here. It's with me. Enough. We went too far, mein Freund. You're right. Didn't think you would react this way. You did well by stopping the trance, Kaufman. I think it would be best if we leave it for today. Let's return to the inn. Reflect tonight on what we have witnessed here. Tomorrow let's discuss the next steps in our investigation. January 21st, 1893. Come in. Kaufman, are you alright? Really not, Wakefield. I'm just feeling a bit feeble. I must be all this cold and humidity. Nothing serious. I would like to know your opinion on what we heard during yesterday's session. Remember anything that could help us in our search? The underground tunnel. I believe the underground tunnel left a deep impression on Professor Wright's subconscious. I agree. The aura he experienced at the end of the session was far too intense to derive solely from his imagination. It speaks of some trauma. The sea was a recurring theme during the hypnotic regression. Yes, it's true. Perhaps the entrance to this tunnel is somewhere closer to the coast. Throughout the trance we saw an unknown figure of no visible face, the floating body in the water, the person near the rocks, the one beside the piano. Yes, indeed, but I'm afraid it's too soon to unveil the true meaning of those images. Professor Wright mentioned a man shouted at him near the entrance to the tunnel, begging him not to continue. Can't remember his name. Very good. It was Oscar. We should attempt to find him. He may know something about Professor Wright's fears. If we can find this man, I'm sure he'll shed some light upon the mystery. Why don't you go to the village and try to find something out about Oscar? My apologies, but I must remain here and recover my strength. And there we go. We'll be back next time. Here we are at the hypnotism thing again. Just wonder what this button did. Oh, that's just the way back. Okay, I'm sorry. Whatever. Never mind. Later.